Hello and welcome to another Looney Tunes review video. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. Joining me today is my fellow rooster, I guess, in this time round, is my good friend Manny Cruz. Say hi.
Pay attention, Sonny.
This is for the Foghorn Leghorn, released on the 9th of October 1948 with a blue ribbon reissue on the 24th of December 1955. It's the 536th in the series and it's directed by Bob McKimson. Due to copyright, I can't show the full cartoon here, but you can see it on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 1 DVD set, Platinum Collection Volume 2, and on HBO Max. Manny, did you want to tell the people watching what this cartoon's all about?
Henry Hawk is annoyed that his father can go out and get chickens, but he can't. After his father gets caught out by Foghorn Leghorn, Henry Hawk does not believe Foghorn is a chicken, so Foghorn tries to convince him.
Alright, so just a few bits of trivia in regards to this cartoon. Now, I will have a link in the description by my good friend Devin Baxter. He did an article about this particular cartoon, but I will mention that this cartoon, the original working draft, had another title for it called Rootin' Tootin' Rooster, and even the animated draft itself had another title called The Foul Brawls at one point. So, some definitely a lot of interesting information that you can find in that article, which I'm not going to read here word for word, otherwise Devin will kick my ass.
Or arse. You said it wrong. It's arse.
Arse. Despite the title being the Foghorn Leghorn, the main character is finally named, although he's still not named in the short itself. And unlike prior appearances, Foghorn is actually more prominent here, and it is believed that is most likely due to the increasing popularity of the radio character Senator Claghorn around this time. And it's also interesting that Henry Hawk is still being pushed to be a star, whereas it's quite clear Foghorn's going to outshine him, although Henry will get a new lease of life in the comics as a star. So what are your thoughts on this cartoon, Matty?
I like this cartoon. So I'm a big fan of the early Foghorn Leghorn cartoons. And just as time goes on, Foghorn's character just becomes more solidified. This is his third cartoon. No, not second. This is third cartoon, I believe. Comparing this to Walkie Talkie Hawk in the now, it's like you're seeing more of the elements that were coming from Senator Claghorn and all the other ones. There was another radio show, I believe, that time period called something like Blue Time Jamboree. I'm just remembering off the top of my head. I should have looked it up. But again, just more and more elements of the character coming together and Mel Blanc really finding his voice with the character. What I love too, in just pretty much the whole gist of the cartoon, the setup is Henry's pop. I'll just call him Pop because, again, I don't know if it's grandpa or his father, but his pop telling him, this white lie. And I think of all the times that we were told white lies as children. And now, as adults, and probably you would know a little bit better since you are a parent, but, the little white lies you tell your kids, and the kids are all excited. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. And then, you do what you need to do. Like, I think the perfect example is, like, tell your kids, like, don't eat bad food. Don't eat cookies. Don't eat, chips or whatever. And then, I don't have any chips around the house. And, of course, the kids go to bed and you pull out a nice glass of milk and some cookies.
Think I'd let a chicken do that to me? That's just a loud-mouthed snook.
And that leads me to one of my favorite scenes in the cartoon where Pop decides to go get a nice meal for himself, and just the voice acting all around from Mel Blanc is great. The fact that he's doing Pop and Foghorn and Henry and the Barnyard Dog, but of course, one of my favorite things, a nice little sequence with the evil laugh. It's just like, it's just the chef's kiss on that one.
and that's what you do to your students when you spring a test on them. Say, you've got a test to do. See, I can't do it as well as you, but
there's different levels, and that's what I like about this part too, is that there's different levels of the evil laugh that I could reference. He changes the pitch and the tempo and all that, and just like, love it. And just there's so many little visual jokes and gags in between. I mean, speaking of gag, I think the reason why I specifically picked this cartoon is the whole Rhode Island red, white, and blue routine.
Beautiful.
That scene, I could watch it a billion times.
Look here, son. I say, son, did you see that hawk after those hens? He scared them. That Rhode Island red turned white, then blue. Rhode Island, red, white, and blue. That's a joke, son. A flag waver. You're built too low. The fast ones go over your head. You got a hole in your glove. I keep pitching them and you keep missing them. You gotta keep your eye on the ball. Ball. Eyeball. I almost had a gag, son.
Always makes me laugh. I've said it in front of other people. That Rhode Island red turned white, then blue. That's a joke, son. A flag waver. And I didn't notice this until a rewatch, but while he's doing his whole spiel and Henry Hawk's face of annoyance is just absolutely brilliant. But you hear Columbia Gem of the Ocean in the background while Foghorn Tune is singing. And of course, that's, say hooray for the red, white, and blue. And I'm like, thank you, Carl Stalling. Your genius still shines on to this day.
Yes. And that scene, I picked from it too. I always like to say, you got to keep an eye on the ball, son. Ball. Almost had a gag there. Apologies
Nope,
apologies for my poor rendition of Foghorn's voice, but can we just appreciate whenever the Foghorn talks to the barnyard dog here, like how he just slaps him around while he's talking with his belly and
Yeah, I love that part.
and just to give you guys a hint, that's how middle-aged men fight, because if someone annoys me, I'll just use my belly and and everything's sorted.
So that's what my belly's there for.
That's right. The middle-aged belly. Then that's what this is referencing to, but my goodness. But such a great cartoon.
Just two other gags I want to quickly mention. When Barnyard Dog hits Foghorn with the watermelon in the head and the line,
Some days it don't pay to get out of bed.
oh my God, I've said that so many times thanks to this cartoon. What a great line from Foghorn. And the very end when, Foghorn's convincing Henry that he is a chicken, and the timing of Henry crawling back and then boom, hitting him in the head with the shovel. Oh, what a great ending to that cartoon.
I say that's what I've been telling you, boy. I am a chicken.
The bits that you pointed out are my favorite bits of this cartoon, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. And in terms of giving it a rating, I'm going to give it, an 8.5 out of 10. While there were two previous Foghorn shorts, this is the first one where it felt like it's clicked more than the others. Not that the other two were bad, but this one is just absolutely amazing. I mean, what would you rate this one?
I would probably give this, because it's not an absolute masterpiece. It's hilarious, but it's almost there. I think 8.5 is a good summation. Definitely another great early McKimson cartoon.
Yeah, definitely. But wow, what a great short, and it also just shows my love for the character. I mean, I think even the later McKimson Foghorns where, okay, maybe they're not as good, but the character Foghorn's just so fun that you're willing to put up with some of the shortcomings of the later shorts. Similar to how I can watch the later Simpson TV episodes, just like I can watch the old stuff. So still great characters, to watch. But in any case, that'll do it for this one. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.
I'm just a loudmouth schnook.
He talked me into it.
I'm just a loudmouth schnook.
Chicken or schnook, in our oven he'll look good.